Hello and welcome to this new tutorial in which we're going to show you how the Walkign Running and Jumping script can be applied to the new version of the GoogleVR 2018. So in fact the first thing you have to do is import our package that you can find in the asset store that is called the VR Walkign Running and Jumping. And when you import it, you have to deselect the plugins and the project settings. So you import it and you will have this folder here with all the assets there. The other thing you have to do is import the GoogleVR 2018. That is really easy to do from the internet. And let's check how the prefab works. So if you go to the scene mode and you hit play, you will be able to move your player, as you can see, in the world. And if you go to player and you go to the Walkign filter script, you can go ahead and select the debug acceleration, and whenever you move the acceleration slider, you will be able to move your player. If something like this happens, that you are going to hit a wall and the player starts to rotate, what you have to do is block the movement of the player in different directions. So for example, you have to freeze the rotation in X, in Z, and you can add some drag in order to prevent the rotation. So you can put drag equal to 1, angular drag equal to 0.5, and then you can select the freeze rotation. So when you have that and you move against the wall as we did before with the debug acceleration on, you will see that now it doesn't make anything strange. Okay, so that's the first step you have to perform in the package. The next step you have to do, if you want to adapt this script to the demo scene of the GoogleVR, the GoogleVR from GoogleVR, that is like this. Okay, as you can see. So what you have to have in mind is that you have a player that needs a rigid body. So the first thing you have to do is add a rigid body to a player. We're going to put some drag on it also, and we're going to freeze the rotations in X and Z. The next thing you have to do is add the Walkign script. So you can go ahead and add it like that, or as I recommend to the other users, you can go ahead to the prefab scene from the other scene from our assets, and you can go ahead and copy the component. Okay, so you copy the component, you go to the demo scene from GoogleVR, and then you say place component as new. So you will have exactly the same code that is ready for moving the player. So now if you hit play, you will see how things work. As you can see, the player is going to fall because the floor hasn't got a collider. So we need to add a 3D object that is going to be a plane or a quad, whatever you want. Let's add a plane. Okay, and let's put it a little bit below. Okay, and you're going to see how now the player is going to stop, or it should stop against the plane. Let's see what happens. Maybe the plane hasn't got a really big collider, so let's add a box collider with some size, a bigger size. With bigger size. Sometimes, you know, Unity ignores the colliders because are too big or too small. Let's add a rigid body too, but it's going to be completely constrained in space. Okay, so let's see if now it works. Should work. Okay, let's see again. Okay, So it's not working because, of course, I didn't add a collider to the player. Capsule collider to the player. Okay, let's see. And now it should work. Okay, so now it's working. So you can see how I can still move in my environment with my head. Okay, I can rotate my head and everything. And now, because of the fact that I have added the walking filter, I can move the player. If you have this error here that says that the variable head is not defined, it's because we have to select the main camera and drag it to the head like this. Okay, so let's check it again. You go to the debug acceleration, and okay, as you can see, you can start moving and jumping in your game. So you can see how everything works properly in the new scene of 2018. For the 2018 pack of GoogleVR, and at the same time to the 2018 personal edition of the Unity. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this package and consider downloading it and using it in your projects.